Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. In this video, I am going to read a very interesting story for you to practice your pronunciation and listening skills. So let's get started. A Love to Remember. Chapter 1. A Simple Beginning. Emma lived in a small town where nothing exciting ever happened. She worked at a bookstore, spent her evenings reading, and sometimes went for walks by the lake. Life was quiet, and she liked it that way. One day, while she was organizing books at work, the bell above the door rang. She looked up and saw a tall man with dark hair and kind brown eyes walk in. He looked around as if he wasn't sure what he was looking for.
"Can I help you?" Emma asked, stepping forward. The man smiled. "Yes, actually, I need a book, but I don't know the title." Emma raised an eyebrow. "That makes it a little hard to find." He laughed. "I know, but I remember the cover. It was blue and it had something about time in the title." Emma thought for a moment, then walked to a shelf and pulled out a book. "Is this the one?" The man's face lit up. "Yes, that's it. You're a genius." Emma smiled. "Just good at my job." He took the book and looked at her. "I'm Noah, by the way." "Emma?" "Well, Emma, I think I'll be coming back here more often." Chapter 2. Unexpected Meetings. The next day Noah returned. This time he wasn't looking for a book. "You again?" Emma teased. "Did you finish the last one already?" He grinned. "Not yet, but I wanted another one. Maybe you can help me find a good love story." Emma's heart skipped a beat, but she kept her voice steady. "I can do that." She handed him a novel, and he looked at the cover. "This looks perfect, but I have one condition." "What's that?" "You have to read it too. Then we can talk about it." Emma hesitated, then nodded. "Okay." And just like that, a routine began. Noah came to the bookstore every few days. They talked about books, about life, and about dreams. Emma learned that Noah had moved to town recently for work. He was an architect, and he loved old buildings. He learned that Emma had always lived there and dreamed of traveling one day. Slowly, their friendship grew. But Emma felt something else, something she wasn't sure she was ready for. Chapter 3. A Rainy Day. One afternoon, as Emma was closing the shop, she saw Noah standing outside. Rain poured down, but he was waiting for her. "You didn't bring an umbrella?" she asked, stepping outside. He shook his head. "Didn't think it would rain." She sighed and held hers up, covering both of them. "Come on, I'll walk with you." They walked side by side, the rain tapping softly on the umbrella. The town was quiet, the streets almost empty. Noah glanced at her. "Emma, can I ask you something?" She nodded. "Of course." "Do you ever think about leaving this town?" She looked down at the wet pavement. "Sometimes, but I don't know if I could." "Why not?" She hesitated. "Because it's safe here, and I'm scared of change." Noah stopped walking and looked at her. "Change isn't always bad." She met his eyes, and for a moment she thought he might say something more. But then he smiled. "Come on," he said. "Let's get out of the rain." Chapter 4. A New Feeling. As the weeks passed, Emma found herself thinking about Noah more and more. She waited for him to come to the bookstore. She reread the books he liked just so they could talk about them. One evening, she was sitting at home when her phone buzzed. Noah, are you busy? Emma, not really. Why? Noah, come outside. Her heart raced as she grabbed her coat and stepped outside. Noah was standing by his car holding 2 cups of coffee. I thought we could go for a drive, he said. Emma smiled and got in. They drove through the quiet streets past the lake and into the countryside. The night air was cool and the stars shone brightly. Noah pulled over at a small hill and turned off the engine. Come on, he said, grabbing a blanket from the back seat. They sat in the grass looking up at the sky. This is nice, Emma said softly. Noah nodded. It is. Then he turned to her. Emma, can I tell you something? She swallowed. Okay. I think I like you.